duplicate. Still my part. There we go. Right? Yeah. I don't think anybody's in here. No, it's one person. Right. There's your screen sharing. Is that one name?
This one here.
Yeah. Document is got another name. Roof cost.
Sheer roof. That one there or there? Which one do I click on? That one there. There's a video.
That's the YouTube one. It's very open. You will then select your window and the PDF format.
There's the presentation February, that one there. These are that one. Yeah.
So, can we I don't know if the link is changed. What's the audience like?
It's good afternoon, everybody. Welcome. Just give us an opportunity. I see that there are teachers starting to link up now. Let's just give them an opportunity. Thank you. Can I see here? So that basically is automatically linking them straight in. I don't have to admit them into it.
No, shit. 13 users.
Yeah.
That's nice. That is good. I'm just waiting for everybody to. I'll see your camera. That's mute. Okay. Let's see. Now what happened is when you're finished.
Good afternoon, everyone. We'll start in 2 minutes' time with the presentation. We're just waiting for final people to join the link, and then we will get started. Thank you. Right. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome and thank you for attending the session. I'm Gary Walbrug. I'm with the CAD4 Institute of Applied Architecture, and today's session is to launch the 2025 EGD CAD program that CAD4 has been offering to all the technical schools over the past few years. And this year, we really want to make a big difference to this whole program. We want to add a lot of value to it. The session today is to go through basically what CAD4 is offering and is going to be offering this year. And I will discuss that as we go through this presentation, how each of these aspects fits into your curricula. I've been inundated with requests for training from the schools already from the 13th, 14th of January when the schools opened up, when the teachers came back to school. I immediately started receiving requests from schools across the province requesting that we start immediately assisting them to get their programs running. And I think that we are there now. I think as from next year, we will do it a lot better and start preparing in line with the school's start date. That is the plan right now. This year, things have been a little bit crazy on the CAD4 side. And we wanted to get our academic program at our campus going first before we started putting our attention into all the schools. And we're at this point now where you have our undivided attention. We are here to assist your school to enhance the EGD program. We're not EGD teachers or anything like that, but we are here to enhance the program through the software components that is required in industry, and AutoCAD being the driver behind industry right now. This is very exciting for CAD4All. To be very honest with you, the demand for CAD operators or designers within the engineering and architectural space is phenomenal. We've discovered that we don't have enough students that we can actually filter into these institutions. And that is why we feel that this partnership with the schools, or this collaboration with the schools, would assist the students and the learners to prepare themselves so that when they are matriculated, that they are quite software savvy. For those that wants to go into industry and first one to get a feel of industry, after matric will be able to enter any industry comfortably and be able to operate CAD within these engineering spaces. This is very exciting for us. The demand just shows how critical the industry is taken up to the technology that's before us. We ourselves at CAD4All pride ourselves over the many years for bringing CAD to our students and to the schools, and we've seen a big change and difference that we've seen in students. I would also reach out and say thank you to the WCD for collaborating with us and giving us the support for us to actually do this program and bring it to fruition. And I can already see that there are so many changes and needs coming from the schools that we are trying to incorporate into this whole process. So we can accommodate the schools and make sure that you have a nice, easy transitioning where your students will start and will be able to be trained up in grades 10s, 11s, and 12. And at the end of that grade 12, we will then certify the learner. Our learner management system, which is our digital platform, I'm going to speak about it a little bit more intensely later on. But this has been upgraded and is in development all the time to make it a better, robust system that you as teachers, educators can use in your classrooms and be able to assist your learners in your learning. I'm going to switch over to the presentation now. And let me just quickly. Eric, just. Oh, thank you. Yeah.
No, so I'm sharing that one now.
Just explain that.
Okay. There.
So, thank you, Erich. Right. Here we go. So the EGD CAD 2025 workshop, thank you. As I've mentioned, CAD for All is here to enhance this program for engineering, graphic and design in school initiatives, ensuring that students gain hands-on experience with technical drawings, digital drafting and engineering design principles used in industry. This is very important, and I've seen the uptake not only in the Western Cape, but nationally, a massive interest as we sparked off where all schools now want to be involved and get the training, including the educators and the learners. And this is what CAD4 is doing right now. This curriculum aligns with modern educational and industry demands. Like I mentioned to you, there's a massive, massive demand currently nationwide in South Africa where engineering companies are looking for CAD designers. And we've been able to place a few students in these engineering companies, but we don't have enough students to supply the entire industry in this regard. Let's move on. So now, on our agenda today, we'll be looking at introduction and workshop objectives, overview of the AutoCAD EGD course, the EGD learner management system. I'm going to speak a bit about that. And then we have certification and course completion benefits. There's global certification, pathways to provincial and national competitions, which is critical, and immediate learner enrollment and support, on-site training and support sessions, and future initiatives that we are embarking here at CAD for All. So let's move on. The EGD course, right? A fully developed online course tailored for EGD learners. This was created in 2019 already. It's on our LMS, and this course is created especially for the learners to be able to become CAD proficient. Now, the main thing here is that our course is outlined in the LMS. It's done in such a way that, yes, we will train the trainer, we will train the teacher, and we will train the learner as well. But more so, we would like to see the teacher becoming very comfortable with the CAD software and being able to carry this over into their classroom. Also, just to add to that, I know that there are certain periods within the academic year, grades 10s, 11s, and 12s, where there are slower periods. I would love to engage with the WCD and the teachers around this to make sure that the schools that wants to start training in the first term, and when I'm saying that, I'm talking about late January into February, after school has started, that we can accommodate schools, because I believe that there are not much happening on the school premises at that time in terms of learning. And there are certain gaps and times available, and a lot of teachers would want to start immediately in January with the CAD component of their learning in EGD, and we're going to do that as of next year to make sure that we are ready by the time the school opens and the learners return to school. The LMS, the EGD course is on the learner management system. It's a step-by-step guidance through the AutoCAD functionalities. There are all kinds of assignments to be completed. Comprehensive course materials with video replays for revision is also made available. And this is and more so, very excitingly so, is that we've assisting teachers to prepare learners for PAT preparations, the final PATs. We did something like this last year for a school, and it was very successful, and the learners excelled in that. So from my side, the EGD course is set up on our system, and it's done in such a way for you as teachers to access and to actually populate it in your classroom. If you have the necessary equipment available, you'd be able to populate the LMS learner management system inside your classrooms and start teaching the learners, helping them and supporting them, and actually showing them how to do navigate the learner management system as well. Right. Then we have the learner management system now. The beautiful thing about our learner management system, teachers, everybody, the facilitators are able to track the progress of every learner. You're able to see if learners are actually actively working on their projects, their assignments. Their performance is monitored. So there's a progression chart that will be available to the student and to the teacher to see where the student is sitting on this course. The learner management provides access to learners' modules anytime, anywhere. So that means the learner don't actually have to only be involved on the LMS in class. The learner also has access at home. In most cases, we've assisted the schools to load the schools with the software, but we've also loaded the learners' laptops as well. And this for them to go home and to be able to fiddle over weekends as well and practice on the LMS and practice the assignments to get themselves knowledgeable on CAD. The LMS is fully scalable. It includes video replays for concept reinforcement. It's a very robust system, and definitely this is something that we really want to see start progressing and opening up within your school, your classrooms. It allows learner to log support tickets for assistance. This is a great thing, because now the learner would basically have a query or don't understand something. They would be able to send through a message to CAD for All, book a ticket for that. Ticket will be populated, and we have a support team that will be ready, available to assist the learners and the teachers should there be any queries. We are this year having a dedicated desk. We technically have a cohort of about 6 technicians and learners that are interns that's going to assist us in bringing you or helping you train and get you ready for training of the learners. And if the learners need any support, the ticket system will speak to them as well. So this is a quite all-encompassing type of support mechanism. I, in the past, have received a lot of inquiries from schools. I've had learners pop in at my campus asking for help. They had software issues. If something went wrong, we invite you to our campus. You're more than welcome to come to our campus at any time, and we will assist you during working hours. After hours, we do have a team that will be looking at and observing if there's any queries that's coming through, and we will do our best to respond to those queries as soon as possible to get you to progress within the course. Our certification and course completions, our system, the LMS, has been set to, once you have completed the course, the system will populate a certificate of participation to you. Now, the thing is, you're going to have to finish the course to enjoy the fruits of that certificate. And like I said, everything on the LMS is monitored, and Therefore, we will quickly be able to see whether certain pupils and teachers are actually progressing on the course. But ultimately, your certification will only take place once you've completed the course and once you've completed the assignments, and that those assignments has been marked and checked and resubmitted back to you. The course competition or completion qualifies learners for provincial skills competition. Now, I just want to spend a moment on this. I've had experience with the provincial skills competition, especially with WCED, and I must say that over the years that I've been participating, or that CAD4 has been participating in this program, in this competition, it was phenomenal. It's a well organized competition. The sort of the students or the learners are very, very competitive in the space. I've observed this across. I've seen teachers, learners, and FET heads getting involved in assisting the students in this competition. But from CAD4's side, we want you to know that if your school is going to come on board with us and take up this offer where we assist your school with AutoCAD training, that your school will need to participate in the provincial skills competition. This generally happens in August of every year. And the winners of that competition will then move on to the nationals competition. And that to me is very important. And it also sort of gives us a good idea as to, which schools are actually implementing and using the system to get their learners to a certain point. I can't stress this any more that industry needs your students, your pupils. Industry is waiting for them to get their studies behind them. And this is exactly why we're saying the provincial skills competition definitely separates the students in a sense whereby CAD becoming very proficient. This will help the student into the future also getting access into universities and to tertiary studies, or let's say education studies after matric. And then obviously this will also prove that the learners have achieved certain skills which will make them very much employable. We also have international certification. This is an exam. I'm just going to go over to the next page. What we call the Global Certified User. For any of you that don't know what the certified user is, I'll give you an example. In the past, we had Microsoft certified users, we had Microsoft certified professionals. Now, AutoCAD has gone the same route, whereby they put you through 2 exams, which you do online. And this is through our Certiport platform. CAD4 is an examination center for Autodesk and Certiport. And that is why we're able to offer it to everybody that's involved with us and that is training all the softwares with us. So all the AutoCAD softwares, all the Autodesk softwares such as AutoCAD, Revit, Fusion 360, etc., are all can all achieve global certification. If you complete the exam, this is the certificate that will be populated to you under the Autodesk banner. And I feel that this is very important. It sort of weights you into industry. So should you apply for jobs, whether it be locally or internationally, it doesn't really matter. The certificate is recognized, and it tells the company exactly where the operator or the designer is in their skill sets with AutoCAD. So I would recommend this. I think the exam is about 1,700 Rand for each user. I encourage teachers that have already completed the CAD program and feel comfortable with it to contact us and let us know if they want to sit into the exam. I believe there are 2 sittings per year. I think the first sitting is in April and the next one would be in October. I stand corrected, but I know that's the 2 dates that they have earmarked for Certiport examinations to be fully globally certified for AutoCAD. And like I mentioned, that's for Revit and for Fusion 360 as well. Enrollment and learner support. Schools can submit a learner list to CAD4 for account creation. So we basically require your ID number, cell number, and your email address. We then provide you with the necessary access. The system then will push out your usernames and your access codes to your email addresses, and you'll be able to log on to the LMS. You'll be able to get access to the software as well. So for learners to enroll into this program, that's what we require: your name, your surname, your ID number, your contact number, and your email address. Alternative schools can manage their own enrollments as well. Schools can then collect, and we'll give them access to populate the students into the course, and very sort of self-managed by yourself. And in that way, the students all get access to the software and to the LMS, and then we can move forward with your learning. Learners can start immediately and receive ongoing support, as discussed previously, with our ticketing system as well. And there is a dedicated support desk available for all troubleshooting and queries. Troubleshooting, meaning that you have issues with your software, you're having all kinds of computer issues, we'll see if we can assist you and get it sorted out for you. All queries regarding content and learning all goes through the same system, and you will be supported throughout the year in that. On-site training and extra support. Despite the comprehensive online course, CAD4 will provide 2 in-person training sessions per month on Saturdays. So what basically this means is that if you look at we will be populating the calendar by Friday, and then you'll see the dates when CAD4 will have training sessions. You are then invited, or you can just send me, Gary Valbrug, an email. I will then coordinate that you're able to come on campus, whether it be to seek support or assistance if you're struggling with something, or you can just join the course that's running on the day and participate in that course, right? That's alternate Saturdays per month. We're starting this Saturday with our first training session. I know it's short notice for everybody, but going forward, you are more than welcome to join us on campus at CAD4 on a Saturday for these sessions. And these are both for educators and for learners. Into our future, exciting future, expansion of EGD education with new interactive learning tools. So yes, we are also bringing in other aspects into this program. AutoCAD, we also have Revit, which is globally in demand. Another software that sort of changes the way things are done in industry right now. Revit is very, very crucial and probably the most in-demand software industry-wise globally. To add to that, we're talking AutoCAD. We can offer you also Revit training, and then there is Fusion 360 as well. And then for those that are very much interested in the mechanical PATs, we will also be training Inventor and Fusion 360 in preparation for matrics to actually complete their PATs using those softwares, Invent and Fusion 360. We have 3D printing, which is a big part. That's Fusion 360 and prototyping. We also have coding and robotics currently underway at CAD for All under our STEM Lab banner. And for those schools that wants to get a little bit of learning going in coding and robotics, for example, Python, etc., you just need to contact me and we can have a discussion around that and then bring you into this space. And we are constantly trying to enhance the experience that you're having on these training programs. We obviously going to keep our system updated constantly with learning modules. As we discover new things, we will add to that. The teachers will be notified of the changes that has been put in place, and so you can go into the LMS and view those new additions. So as we go along, we're adding new things to the AutoCAD system, and you will pick up and will be notified when all new content has been populated. And this increased opportunities for learners to compete in global competitions. I think this is the main thing, and not just to compete, but to make themselves marketable in industry is the software component. And I believe that what we've achieved already in the past has been phenomenal. And I think going forward, this is just going to grow exponentially. We already also starting to work on a national basis. We have been working with the Kagiso Trust and the Sasol Foundation what initially was 14 schools became 522 educators that are knocking on our door to be trained up on CAD, on Revit, on Inventor and Fusion 360. So that's very exciting going forward. Let's move on. For those that require any softwares and stuff, we have IT sales and CAD design, technical devices. So right now, laptops, the minimum requirements are probably like i5 13th generations, but i7s are more used when you're talking about Revit and stuff like that because of your graphics card that is required. So you can look at that and let us know if you are interested in any of this. The CAD mouse is becoming a big part of our academic process here at CAD for All. Our students are using CAD mouses now. And then you still get the 3D mouse, you get the space mouse, and you get the ergonomics mouse. So it just shows that the tools or the instruments used in the design process is gaining momentum. So if you look at these new mouses that's about to hit the market, CAD4 being one of the first institutions that is having their students use these mouses, the CAD mouse, the 3D mouse, the space mouse, and the ergonomics mouse. They are all programmable. And if you download the software onto your machine, as you toggle between various softwares, whatever you've programmed that software, whatever instruction you've programmed that mouse to, you would be able to utilize that. So what I'm saying is, if you're working in CAD, the mouse is programmed for CAD instructions. Now you flip over into Revit, it will immediately recognize that you are in the Revit mode, and then thereafter the mouse will switch over and you'll be able to apply all the instructions you've already programmed into the mouse. So we are there and we are running with it. So if you want to have an experience with it, let us know. We'll also make available a few CAD mouses at our training session, so you can get a feel and understand of how that works. CAD software, AutoCAD, Revit, Fusion 360, and more. For those that personally wants to purchase this and have an individual license for it, we can make that happen for you. I personally deal directly with AutoCAD, and we then will. You can just let me know when you want to purchase any of this. We can purchase it for you. We obviously get a discount on that as well to make it a little bit less expensive. We know these softwares can be quite expensive. Adobe software is very important, especially here on our campus right now. Adobe, Photoshop, Illustrator, and other design tools. Ultimately, we can't just teach the kids how to design. We must teach them how to actually present their designs as well. And I think that's very important. That's one of the big things that we're doing here at CAD4 right now, is to ensure that our students not only can do a technical drawing, but they're able to sell the technical drawing. And when I say sell, I mean they're able to speak to someone that has absolute no knowledge of technical drawings and be able to talk them through it. And in your presentations and how you do that, that is very, very important. So in this world today, coupled with the technical drawing, you must be able to sell that drawing, and that is where those design tools such as Adobe and Photoshop, Illustrator comes in, right? And then we have various IT-related equipment to enhance this design experience. And as I mentioned, the 3D mouse becomes a big player in that as well. Okay, and then, yeah. So if you look at the screen there, that's the ergonomics mouse that you will see to your left-hand side. I know that mouse is currently retailing at between 8,000 and 10,000 Rand a month. It's designed specifically for 3D modeling. The long back end that you see of it is for your arm. This is to assist with carpal tunnel, which is becoming a big issue amongst, especially in the architectural space, where we find designers sitting all day with a mouse in their hand. And this sort of device is designed as a health issue, to deal with health issues, but more so, as you can see, it's a little dashboard on its own, and it can do multiple functions. And these are the types of things that are happening in industry, are being used in industry currently. So look at those, and I'm not saying that you need to purchase them off the cuff, but be aware that 3D mouses are becoming a big player in the 3D design space. And within the next 2 to 3 years, the market's going to become just a norm for you to have experience and access to these tools. Right. In final, CADFOL, we are deeply committed to empowering the next generation by working hand in hand with schools to create employable grade 12 learners in line with what the Department of Basic Education mandate is. Our approach goes beyond academic equipping students with industry relevant skills in architecture, design and engineering, and technology. Through our innovative programs, hand-on training, and globally recognized certification, we bridge the gap between education and the workforce, ensuring that learners graduate with confidence and expertise to thrive in the evolving job market. Switch back. There we go. Right. So that gives you a brief outline of what we are embracing this year. This is going to be our core focus. Our focus is going to be on support. We've done this training over the past few years. We know how to do the training. We know what the schools or what the teacher expects. We know what the learner expects. More so, we want to be a much better support mechanism for the schools. And for that reason, by bringing our learner management system into your classroom and you being able to train your learners when you feel you need to do that. That is what this learner management system is all about. Previously, we spoke about anywhere, anytime. That's the way it goes. It doesn't matter where you are. You must be able to access this content. If a pupil is homesick and has time and is feeling strong enough, they can play around on the software. They can open it up themselves and continue with their learning or their ambitions to design in the space. So from my side, I want to thank you for attending. This session has been recorded. We are going to distribute it across to everybody. CADFOL is now in a position to open up for 2025. We invite schools and teachers to contact me so that we can get this going. There's also, I will also share this presentation that I've done. The contact numbers, the email addresses, and all that is on that PowerPoint, which I'll be sending out shortly. And yeah, I'm looking forward to interacting with you. I'm looking forward to bringing your aspirations to fruition as a school. And and I thank you for your support over the years that you've given us. And now we're ready to embark on 2025. So from my side, I want to thank you for attending, and I wish you all the best for the year. And have a wonderful day further. Thank you very much. And to those that's here, thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. Okay.